Good day, good people. Once again, you got the grumpy old nerds in your ear. That theme music reminds me of a Cosby Show opening, so I had to do my in in uh in reverence of Malcolm Jamal Warner. I had to get my little Cosby Show dance on. And we're the grumpy old nerds. I'm Uncle John. As always, I'm your elder who knows too much about movies, TV, comic books, and whatnot. And I always like to bring my friends with me so we can argue about stuff that I'm going to be right about anyway. Up top, there's Cousin Amelia. Hi, Cousin Amelia.
Hi, happy Thursday. I like being on top.
and the train comes by right on time. Yes, indeed.
Right, and I'm cool with that. Rod G. Fabro Ronan.
Right under her is Uncle Rod. What's good, Doctor?
No problem at all.
And then there's Uncle DJ. Hi, Uncle DJ.
Hey, we're all here.
Yeah. As the train horn will announce. And as always, Uncle Percy, who looks like he's in the RV. Hi, Uncle Percy.
He's in the big bus.
Hello, everybody.
Oh my!
Is that why we got all that background noise?
He must be driving on Madison Street.
Oh, okay.
Halsted,
Heidi.
Halsted or something.
No, well, he's somewhere. I'll tell you that. And for those of you who are just joining us for the first time, again, please feel free to comment and subscribe. Can you subscribe? Are we a subscribable entity? I wonder.
Follow us.
Follow us, yeah.
On platforms.
Follow us on all of our social media.
There you go.
Our grumpy old nerds, regardless of where you look. Kicking off today, we kick off in grand fashion with Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four open. And yeah. You know what, Cousin Amelia, let's start with you. What were your initial thoughts of the film?
Okay, first I'm gonna need y'all to mute somebody. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I had been doing really good without going to sleep in the movies. I had been doing really good.
You reaching auntie status, Cousin Amelia.
I know. Okay, so I took a little siesta during the movie.
Oh boy.
Yeah, here we go.
I didn't think it was bad. I don't know what was missing though. I enjoyed Superman more than I enjoyed this one. I enjoyed Thunderbolts more than I enjoyed this one.
Wow.
So I don't know what it is. I am considering going and seeing it again and not taking that little nap.
That'd be a good idea.
Huh?
That'd be a good idea.
Okay, so Heidi says it was extremely campy. Okay, that's what I don't know, but something I don't know. It didn't give what I thought it was supposed to give, except for you already know the post-credit scene. Honey, give me a post-credit scene. I'll be awake for that. That's all I got. Out of my 5 bags of popcorn, I would give it a score of a 3. 3 bags.
Okay.
All
fair
right.
enough. Uncle Rod, what you think?
All right. Well, you looked in the group chat. I made my comments known in there, and what I liked about this was that it showed that somebody could actually take the source material and say, "This is great. Let's run with it." You know, it's not somebody that said, "Oh, I got my hands on this property. Now let me do it how I think it should have been done, and let me add all my stuff to it." No, don't mess. Hey, man, there's a saying: you don't mess with the cha-cha. The cha-cha is dancing cha-cha for a reason. You don't mess with it. It is what it is. Don't look at me like that. It is what it is, right? So if that's the dance is what it is, that's what it is. Fantastic Four was just how it needed to be. And I couldn't figure out, when I watched the trailer, I couldn't figure out what it was that was kind of getting me a little off about it. But what I found was this. The aesthetic of the film was basically from when the comic book first came out.
Yes.
That's what it was. And so that's what it was really trying to be. It was a comic book. It was a true comic book version of a movie of the comic book, in other words. So everything was looking just like it would have looked in the comic book during that time. And there's a couple of Easter eggs which kind of talk to that as well throughout the film. I don't know how deep we're going to get into it, but it was well written. It showed everybody pretty much how they expected to be. They had the actual Human Torch and Herbie, and not Herbie as a replacement for the Human Torch.
That's funny.
which
That's
I
funny.
thought was no, thank you. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
in that respect, I thought it was pretty well done, and everybody in the Fantastic Four was Fantastic Fouring the way they're supposed to Fantastic Four from the comics.
Okay.
So in that respect, I gave it a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. Okay.
Okay.
Uncle DJ. Oh my.
He ain't see it yet.
No. Okay. Uncle Percy. Hey Alton, what's
What
up?
up, Alton?
Uncle Percy, what are your thoughts on Fantastic Four?
I kind of agree with Rod. Actually, I like the whole nostalgia, the whole 1960 look. It was going by the comic. In fact, each fight scene they were doing with the
What up,
Nova
Wendell?
to the monster was basically from a comic book cover page. So I like that part. The only thing I didn't like was, and I guess they can never figure this out, is what to do with the thing. He wasn't. He really wasn't fighting. So he wasn't clobber. He didn't clobber until the end. It's kind of weird.
Okay.
He was somebody or something, and it's like during the whole entire movie, that's all he kept wanting to do. He just wanted to hit something or do something, but we never got around to it. And of course, Richard being weak.
Okay. Okay.
And then the last thing is the last getting the last 2 minutes of the movie after the credits, they did a sneak thing. I hated that. It just
Oh,
showed the
shit.
original cartoon and then done with.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. I feel you with that. Okay. It's interesting because if there are two distinct camps. Either you liked it or you hated it. You know what I'm saying? It was
Those two extremes, huh?
yeah, as opposed to just kind of digging it. And I've been a witness to people who are like really, really into it, and then there are people who are just like, kind of, sort of. Wendell, I'm in a group chat with Wendell and Percy, and Wendell was talking about why he liked it and why he thought it was okay for a first film in a series, because for the MCU, this is their introduction. So people who are kind of lukewarm to it,
right?
I understand what you're saying, but for this platform, for this particular universe, Galactus was galacking. Maybe he was hungry. We had to have an introduction. My only real issue with the film is Reed. And I felt that Reed wasn't thinking logically. And also,
in what respect?
We spoil shit on this show. So if you haven't seen it and you don't want to be spoiled, just turn the volume down until we get to the next segment.
Right. Don't leave it.
When his solution was to transport Earth to a whole nother section of the universe, where the plan should have been to transport Galactus to another part of the universe in the first place, right? Instead of moving,
so you're saying the backup. So plan B should have been plan A.
And instead of trying to move this planet with billions of people, get rid of him. That's like if you got roaches in the house, you trying to move the house. Instead of roaches, instead of getting rid of the roaches, you're trying to get rid of the house. That was nonsensical to me. And the smartest person in the world, of this particular world, I would think would be like, man, the logistics of trying to put all these different teleportation devices all around the world, and then the energy needed, and then the resources needed, and then trying to move the world as opposed to just getting rid of the bad guy. That was my only real issue. I thought it was pretty solid as an introduction. I felt that Reed Richards wasn't portrayed the way that I wanted him to. And if you ask me what I needed out of that,
that's my next question. That is my exact next question.
Yeah. And if you ask me what I needed out of that character, I would have to say I'm not really sure.
Okay.
I just know what I like and what I don't like. And I don't feel that he was portrayed correctly. I thought Susan was the strongest character of the four.
I don't think that was done by accident.
No, not at all. I think Johnny was featured pretty prominently. And like, I forget which one of us said it, but yeah, Ben was just kind of hanging out. He had no real purpose.
Yeah, that's
other
what
than just
Percy
to be-
said. That Ben just kind of hung out.
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised by them showing Johnny Storm as actually being intelligent, because
Yeah.
because normally he's like the F boy of the crew,
Mhm.
and you know, he's just all about women and whatnot.
Yeah.
But you know, he showed some actual intelligence and some actual agency in trying to figure out what was going on. So you kind of see him actually being a part of the solution, and rather than just being kind of like the power of the muscle like Ben Grimm was. You know, and I thought they did a pretty good job with Ben Grimm, but now thinking back on it, he really didn't do a lot of clobbering, which
He
is kind
didn't.
of like his thing.
Yeah.
No pun intended. But you know, other than that, I thought his his personality was exactly what it should have been
Yes,
for the
absolutely.
character.
I just would have liked to have seen more of it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It
him
was like
hitting things, throwing things, smashing things.
yeah.
You know,
And him being, for me, not just for me, but him being the true heart of the team, and him being the tragic center as well. But there's only so much you can do. I get that. And it'll probably be explored later on. But him and Reed's relationship, I don't think was really explored enough. I mean, you get in the beginning, they're best friends, and then you never really see them best friending.
Okay, that criticism is fair. Absolutely. One thing I do want to say though is the pacing of it in the beginning was very well done, because they got a lot of exposition done effectively in a few minutes. They featured like 3 classic Fantastic Four villains, either by mentioning them or showing them really quickly. They mentioned a Mad Thinker, the Mole Man, who ended up helping them.
Right.
They actually showed Giganto, and Percy mentioned that before, is an homage to the cover of Fantastic Four #1. They had that scene in there. And they mentioned the Wizard
Ghost. And Red Ghost.
And you saw the Red Ghost. You saw them actually kind of fighting the Red Ghost in the flashback.
Well, you saw the Super Apes. You didn't necessarily see the Red Ghost.
Right.
Those people. Yep, we saw them.
Yeah. So I mean, it was. Thank you for that expert opinion, Amanda. But like I said, it was there, but it wasn't the home run. I say they hit a triple. I didn't see a home run. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Percy.
No, I was going to say about Reed Richards. I think the thing with Reed Richards is he knew after the whole going to see Galactus, and Galactus wanted the baby, and they escaped and came back to Earth. I think he knew at the end, he really, the baby, Franklin, had to be the choice to set up Galactus. But I think he just didn't want to piss off Sue, because Sue was already, it's like, you're not using my baby, he's not getting my baby, I'll die before this should end. I'll die before he gets my baby, all that stuff. So I think Reed knew, but he knew the minute he said, and Sue caught on like at the end, like, yeah, there's no other way of doing it. Even though he's like, yeah, we'll move the planet, but I think he was just doing that because he just didn't want to get Sue more upset about Franklin.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just me.
No, that's a valid point. I mean,
that's a lot to go through to just keep your wife happy, though, isn't it?
Hey.
So okay,
happy wife. That's all I gotta say.
Even if you're a damn superhero, you got to keep your wife happy.
Global construction and use of global resources and a scale before that unimagined to make Storm happy.
Just to keep your wife happy. Brother, people just don't understand what we're going through. How do we feel about the fact that basically they defeated Galactus by Sue pushing him?
First of all, she's very strong. Okay, she's very strong. Okay, plus she had the woman energy and she had the mother energy. Like how they say the mamas can flip a car over if their baby is inside, baby. And I mean, it's still her demise, and to me, that made it realistic. Now she just would have been like, got him, and just walked off like, had a great day. That would have been, but to the point of exuding all of her energy to the point of her death, I bought it.
Okay.
So,
Right.
and that,
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, person.
no, but that was the question I was going to ask is, do you think Sue Richard, because now we got to remember now, Fantastic Four always say they could never beat Galactus alone. They always have to team up with somebody. And of course, at the end, Silver Surfer came in to save the day. But do you think, and I trying to remember from the comics, don't they declare Sue Richard like one of the most powerful female heroes in the MCU?
Mhm.
Well, of the four of them, it's been documented that Sue's the most powerful. Like her invisibility powers and her ability. That's another criticism that I have, actually, if I may go off on a tangent, is that the depiction of her powers was never really clearly defined. So
No, it wasn't.
if
It kind
we
of changed as it needed.
right, so
Yeah.
people who read the comics, we know her power is invisibility and to project force fields and invisible force fields and constructs and stuff of the like. But if you ask me how they could have done it differently, I'd have to say I don't know, because I guess the refraction of light when she used her powers was a symbol of her power usage,
Mhm.
but it was never really defined exactly what her powers could do. So she could push, she could pull, she could create a force field, and she could become invisible, and she could make portions of her body invisible. That was pretty much it. I guess I don't know.
That's quite a bit, actually.
It
You talking
is.
about that a bit?
It is. But
Because
that's different from
because didn't she in the comics, didn't she choke the Hulk, and she choked the Hulk, and she stopped the Phoenix. She fought against the Phoenix at one point.
Mm.
in the comics she's done everything. I mean
Yeah.
but also in a
Yeah,
comic book you can draw lines to represent invisibility.
Listen, man, whatever the writers want to happen is going to happen. They'll find a way to explain it, and everybody reading it will be like, that's bull. How's that happen? And they'll say, well, this is the why. This is the explanation for it. You don't like it? It's okay. Read the next issue.
And to and to Percy's point, in the comics that they always need cosmic help to defeat Galactus. In the film, it was going to come to, and it actually did come down to one of them having to die in order for them to truly defeat him. I mean, Johnny was going to sacrifice himself before Silver Surfer knocked him out of the way.
Right.
And then Sue actually had to push herself to death in order for them to defeat him. So let's also look at this. I felt that the depiction of Galactus was actually spectacular.
I thought it's most accurate so far.
Yeah.
In film.
He's not a big cloud of dust like in that other Fantastic Four film.
Yeah, I get mad every time I think about that.
But yeah, I think that in order to do what they were doing, which was introducing this group, introducing them as a family, introducing the family dynamics, introducing the child as possibly the most powerful being in the universe, I think the film served its purpose. Now, where they go from here, because they'll show up again. They won't be able to show up again in their own feature. They'll be with a gang of other motherfuckers fighting Doom.
Well, there was the post-credit scene.
Their official name will be the New Avengers, not a gang of other mother effers.
No, it's not just a new event. It's everybody.
Okay.
Damn near. It's Black Panther. It's Falcon.
It was about
Thor
on that list, wasn't it? Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
Now, was the post credits of Brave New World or the post credits of Thunderbolts where their ship showed up?
No,
Doom showed up. They didn't even address the Thunderbolts thing.
Yeah, Doom showed up. That's what happened.
Yeah, in the post credits of Fantastic Four. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the Fantastic Four spaceship showed up.
In
Thunderbolts.
It was not okay. It was in Thunderbolts.
Mm-hmm. Right. So, and that's another thing. I read way too many social media posts about dumb shit, and people were mad. Like, well, where's the ship and what happened? And why didn't Okay, calm down. Fuck, man, it's storytelling.
It's gonna be told to you, right? Exactly.
All will be revealed in time. Relax.
Right.
So I guess for me, Fantastic Four, I give it like an 8.5 out of 10 because,
Okay.
like I said, I enjoyed it. It was a good time. I'm not going to say it was better than Superman. Superman was fantastic. Pun
Okay, so
intended.
you think Superman was better?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We do.
Just because.
Okay, you do. All right, no problem, man. You will do as well.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah,
All right.
Okay. You know what? Now that she said that, I think I'm going to change my mind.
Hey.
But I just feel that Superman, which also was a launch pad for something else, it was basically a reintroduction of that character. I think that they gave us just a little bit more in terms of characterization and his place in the world.
I agree.
Yeah. I guess Percy agrees too. Okay, so
Yeah.
all right, so let's take a break. And when we come back, we will go from a big budget mega monstrosity of a film to a small independent TV show that, if you're a fan of this show, I think that you will probably enjoy as well. Uncle DJ, can you
Okay.
give us a little bit of something on the way out?
After these messages, we'll be right back.
New York's got a way of swallowing men whole. The streets bleed. They think this city belongs to them. And hope, that died with the last honest man.
Two things you can't take back on this job, kid. Bullets out of your gun and words out of your mouth.
I know that already.
This city don't run on loss. It runs on fear, and I own every drop of it.
You don't own the city. You infected it. And I'm the cure.
I lost a friend, and I will not rest until this killer is found.
I wasn't always like this. I had a simple life. Then I found the mask.
You think a mask makes you righteous, Spider-Man? You're just another freak hiding in the dark.
Maybe. But I'm the freak that keeps the city breathing.
All right, and we're back. Once again, we're the Grumpy Old Nerd. Boy, Mel, no foreplay today, and now she just be throwing us in there. Mel just killing me today.
Raw.
Raw. With no no help at all. So there is a TV show, I don't want to call it web series because the creator has actually said that she doesn't consider it a web series. She considers it a TV show. That I feel that fans of this show would love. And before we really talk about it, let's go ahead and show that trailer. It's called The Comic Shop.
Welcome to OMG. Oh my goodness, the hair, the pink. Someone's a fan.
You don't know my life.
I'm Stephanie OKK, and I am one of the founders of OMG Comics. Smells like money. We've only been open for a few months, so, we're still getting the hang of things. Ah, you missed! Am I okay? Am I bleeding?
We write in the blueprint of how we do it.
Nobody gets into the comic book industry because they want money. They get into it because they love comics.
Come on, that was pretty funny.
I know you ain't talking.
Where we going?
We are not lame. We are the best comic shop in all of LA.
To the comic shop.
I like to think that our uniqueness and our passion for comics are what's going to keep the people coming in. This is our calling.
Now, who's on sweeping duty?
Not
Dang it! God, I'll go get the broom.
We going to the comic shop.
Stephanie, so you're running a zoo. Stephanie, so you don't clean your store like you don't clean your room. Stephanie, comic book shop. You'll soon be driving cab.
Going to the comic shop. Going to the comic shop.
Okay, so I have to say this before we start critiquing this trailer. The older I get, the more that I am truly amazed at how stuff that I never thought would happen is just coming to fruition now. I never thought Marvel or DC would be as big as they are in TVs and film.
Okay.
I never thought that I would get a TV show about a black woman as a comic book store owner would ever grace any kind of scene. The creator of the show is Cheyenne Uwulu. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. She started a Kickstarter a couple of years ago because she had this vision and she wanted to bring this TV show to life. And through that Kickstarter, she has completed the first season of her TV show, The Comic Shop. And as you can see, it's a workplace comedy about a black woman who runs a comic book shop. And I am fucking excited about this, to be very honest. I'm ready for this to happen. Somebody speak up. Well, how do you all feel about this?
First of all, there's another trailer that they have out that to me was even funnier than the one that we just showed. He was talking about Rat City, chick, Rat City. Okay, but anywho, I'm excited for it as well. I am curious to find out whether or not she's going to release all of the episodes or just the initial one on August 29th. I can't say, yeah, go ahead and mute Percy. If you can mute yourself, that'd be great. Thank you. I would I guess I'm not that much younger than you guys. However, it very much reminds me of Awkward Black Girl with Issa Rae.
Yes.
And I love that. And so to me, I'm like, this is just the next thing. Like, so I'm here for it. So I'm excited for it as well. So we'll see what happens when it comes out.
Yeah, the comparison between this and Awkward Black Girl, I think, is really, really spot on. And I was a fan of Awkward Black Girl, and then as it morphed into Insecure, I was a fan of that as well. I just think that it's spectacular that these women see their passion projects come to fruition. And again, as an old ass man who I remember when reading comics wasn't cool. And I remember this whole nerd culture thing was not cool. And the fact that we have this now, that's just amazing to me. But go ahead, Rod. What are your thoughts?
I'm happy to see it. I mean, I've been following Cheyenne. I think she's Cheyenne the Geek on X, formerly Twitter.
Yes.
So I've been kind of following her and what she's been kind of putting out there in her comments on things. And she, mentions about what she saw at different cons and what have you. And her thoughts on different MCU shows or films of DC, what have you. So I've been kind of rocking with her for a minute, and I'm happy to see this has now come out. What I don't want people to kind of pigeonhole it as is kind of like a quote unquote Black Big Bang Theory, because I can see somebody doing that. I can see people really thinking that. I don't want it to be pigeonholed in that respect. I want people to kind of take a look at it with a fresh perspective and just see how it is, because you're already dealing with a premise that people would think is impossible, but is actually quite possible. Where you have a black woman owning a comic book store.
Absolutely.
Like you said before, at one point, you get ostracized reading comics, and now people are like, oh, black people don't read. Like, black people read. Black people do a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm happy to see it.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Definitely. DJ, what are your thoughts?
Oh, I'm there. I think it's it's gonna be quirky, but shit, the first time I saw Southside, I was like, what is this? And then I was hooked. I was like, oh hell no, these motherfuckers crazy.
Yeah, the progression from Black people don't read comics to now we're like pushing forward the narrative. I think it's pretty cool. Uncle Percy, what are your comments on it, or did you get a chance to see it?
I don't think he could have watched the trailer. Did you see the trailer?
Yeah, I saw the trailer before last week, so it's not. It reminds.
Not your cup of tea.
No, it's going like a little bit like Abbott Elementary, a little bit of Superstore, and a little bit of Community, all tied into one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, if it's like Community, I am so there. I am so there. Community is my comfort show.
All right, so
I love Community.
Okay.
Yeah, you got me into it. You and Mario, I think.
Community was the shit.
It was good.
It was really great. So yeah, so August 29th on YouTube. Look out for, and yeah, I don't know if it's all episodes at once or if it's one a week, but yes, look out for the comic shop. Again,
on what now?
YouTube.
On YouTube.
I thought that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be on YouTube.
Yeah. So, and she's actually trying to raise funds for season 2. So, and DJ, you'll enjoy this. Kevin Smith has said that he wants to be on season 2.
Well, if that's the case, then she doesn't have to raise funds for it. She's gonna get an offer.
Hello.
She should run it through Legion M, like a lot of other people's projects do. Get run through there. The crowdfunding.
I gave them a couple.
Crowdfunding.
I gave them a couple $100 when they first came out. I was one of the first investors.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. In this show?
Legion M.
Okay. All right.
They've had different offerings over the years, but when they first came out, I was one of the first investors, but I didn't have a whole lot of money, so you know, you got like a couple of rewards and shit, you know, like that, you know. But it was cool.
But you know, we're happy to hear that you were one of the first. So la-di-da. Good for you.
No, he be flexing on us.
Yes. Pardon me, sir. So
I didn't say it was Bitcoin, motherfucker.
Hey, back then Bitcoin would have been.
Man, listen.
Right.
But I think I probably would have bought them 2 pizzas too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
$40,000 pizzas and shit.
Nice. So next we have going to a super nerd reference. We've talked about the show Predator Killer of Killers on Hulu, but they've since added something to that show, that movie, that has nerddom losing their minds. So,
oh shit.
So the premise of Predator Killer of Killers is that when the predators are defeated, they actually capture the person who has defeated them and stores them away for later competition or later Coliseum fighting or whatever. And at the original end of Predator Killer of Killers, you get a scene where there's a hallway. Yes, DJ.
If whatever killed them, how do they capture them? If
it's
they
kill them, other yachts just show up and capture them.
Yeah, it's a race.
They capture them. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So they gang up. Okay.
Yeah, fair enough. So the premise of Predator Killer of Killers is you have these 3 individuals, a Viking woman, a samurai, and is it Air Force, I believe?
Yeah, it's an Air Force pilot.
Air Force pilot have defeated their particular predator. So the predators have
time periods,
right, cryogenic, and puts them in cryogenic sleep, and then they woke those 3 particular people up and had them fight in a tournament. But you know, they escape and they fly off, but they recapture the Viking woman. And at the end of the film, there's a gallery of the various people and things that the predators have captured for future entertainment, I guess. And at the end of the film, you see the one young lady from the movie Prey, who, you know, this was primeval. Is it? I want to say primeval times. Would that be correct?
That's interesting because I saw that, and when you mentioned her, I was like, okay, well, what time period is this?
Right.
Because when Prey came out, that was like 1700s.
Right. Exactly. So not primeval, but 1700s.
Right. That was during the time of the colonization of North America.
Gotcha. So that was the original ending of Prey, which is in the Predator universe. So Mel, I don't know if you have the capabilities. Well, you have the capabilities, but I don't know if you want to do it. Can you bring up the new ending for Predator Killer of Killers? Is that possible?
We're going to have to put her DoorDash on speed dial.
There she is.
So this is the woman from Prey. And that's where it originally ended.
Right.
But they added Danny Glover's character from Predator 2.
Yeah, that's right.
And they added, you know who's coming next.
Come on, now. Come on, now. Where you at?
Dutch.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that is a spectacular callback to the whole
why did they
Predator
do
line.
that?
So you know what? That would explain why in the later Predator films, with stuff is happening on Earth, they don't talk to him. He doesn't show up.
Because he's been captured.
They
Right.
snatched his ass.
That would explain that.
Danny Glover. So I mean that's a really cool callback, and I forget the director's name who he directed Prey and Killer of Killers, but he's really building a nice, world or universe for the whole Predator films, and he's actually directing the next Predator film, Badlands, which will
He's the
incorporate.
director of that.
Yeah, and
Okay.
that's going to incorporate the androids from the Alien universe.
Yeah. The synthetics.
Yes.
The Wayland Yutani synthetics.
Yes,
Yeah,
DJ.
I saw the trailer for that.
Pretty funny.
That's gonna be good.
Yes, DJ.
Is that going to be live action?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, so the cartoon was just for the trailer.
No. Killer of Killers is animated.
Yeah, and that's already out. That's not Badlands.
it's on
That's what
Hulu.
I thought it
It's
was
on Hulu.
going in, and I got tricked, and I was like, "Why am I watching cartoons?" And then I stopped. I understand. I feel you. Yeah, but we're gonna be back for Badlands. We back.
Killer of
But-
Killers is animated and it's already out. Badlands
Gotcha.
is coming out and it's live action.
Right.
Gotcha.
I
But
can
John
understand
said
your
there's gonna
confusion.
John said there's gonna be callbacks to Killer of Killers in Badlands.
And
Those
the
all
director has already said, and he's gotten Arnold Schwarzenegger's blessing, that if he wants to continue the animated films, that to use the character of Dutch, and they'll probably use the character of Lieutenant Harrigan from Predator 2. So
Right,
I mean,
right.
it's building a pretty rich history.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, so I thought that was cool. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and take our last break of the evening. And when we come back, the 1100th Star Trek franchise show is coming. And we have a trailer for that for our Star Trek fans.
The only thing we have more of that than that are zombies.
Oh, shit. Oh, DJ, sing us out.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
I'm attorney Clinton Paris, and Tampa's my community. I grew up here, went to school here, and my wife and I make our home here. What makes Tampa special are its people. So when I represent someone injured in my community, it's personal. Call my office and speak to a real lawyer and not some referral service. I will fight the insurance companies to get the settlement that you deserve. At the law office of Clinton Paris, we take the pain out of being heard.
And we're back once again with the Grumpy Old Nerds. I'm Uncle John. That's Uncle Rod. Over there's Cousin Amayu. Over there's Uncle Rod. And in the RV, being the true grumpiest
I'm in
of
here
old
twice.
nerds,
Yeah,
is-
you went up twice.
Yeah, I know. I'm
That's
sorry.
all right.
All you Negroes look the same to me. And
No
then it's
respect
the
for
first
light
show
skin no more. That's okay.
I've heard that one before too.
So, and you know what? I don't usually do this during shows, but I have to shout out super producer Mel because she be on it. Like I said, we jumped on the show today, no foreplay, but she be on it. When she's on it, she's on it. So thank you, super producer Mel. You're the greatest.
I knew I was missing out on something by being up north here and shit. Y'all be getting it in down the south. It's because it's hot and sweaty and shit.
I want to.
All right, so coming up next, we have the trailer for
Hey, did
Star
Percy
Trek.
have anything to say about Predators?
Oh,
Yeah, you just forgot all about Uncle Percy.
I did. I'm sorry.
I didn't.
That's okay. I'm driving, so.
Okay,
Oh,
thank you.
what was the question?
Just wanted to know what you thought about what Uncle John said about the Predator killer.
Predator, killer of killers.
Yeah, got a nice beat to it. I think I'll dance to it.
Sounds good.
Okay.
You know what?
All
Coming
right.
from you, sir, that is high praise indeed.
That is high praise.
Yes.
All right.
So we're all in.
He even made a joke.
Yeah, we're all in for the Predator series, and once again, I'm excited about the Predator movie universe. I think it's actually pretty solid. And then you've got the Alien Earth series that's coming to FX and Hulu, which I'm excited about. So,
okay, so let's talk about that real quick.
Okay.
So you're gonna have aliens crash landing on Earth. You're gonna have xenomorphs on Earth.
On the Earth.
Obviously, some people are gonna find them and they're gonna get egged up, and that's gonna be how it goes. So I don't know if anyone here has ever played the old Capcom video game Aliens vs. Predator, where basically you have colonial marines fighting against aliens, and it's an alien infestation on Earth, and you're fighting against the xenomorphs, and you get the help of predators. There are two different predator characters you can play as in the game.
No shit.
Yeah.
I actually have not played that, but I did see the movie Alien vs. Predator with Sanaa Lathan.
Right. I saw that as well, and I loved it. But what I'm saying is, I wonder if somebody's trying to do like a shadow lead up into their version of that game.
Oh,
or making a you know what I'm saying, like a live action story based kind of like on that game, because that's kind of like where we're headed with it.
I mean, anything for that dollar. If you can do a show that's interesting and promote a game from that, you know
I was
they
about
do
to
it.
say, video games, I mean, that's where it's at right now.
Well, when they first did Alien versus Predator, and they were talking about when Sanaa Lathan was in the film, that's why I thought they were going with it at first back then. But that wasn't it. So I don't know. Maybe somebody stumbled upon that and was like, "Hey, content. Hey, we can make money off this."
But you know what though? Here's my issue with that, with the whole Alien Earth TV show. This is supposed to happen before the original Alien film with Ripley.
So this is the reason why they send her or send that ship, divert that ship out to that planet.
It has to be.
Because how the fuck would they know about him?
Correct.
But here's my thing. If the xenomorphs came to Earth first, how is it that we were able to
contain
cover it? Yeah, to contain it and cover it up, because the xenomorphs are one of the more powerful species, deadliest species in the universe.
Yeah, they wiped out whole civilization.
Xenomorphs? Which one is that?
Alien, the movie Alien.
Those are.
Y'all don't have to be fancy. Just say aliens.
But you know what? They totally fucked everything up with what was it, Prometheus or whatever? Was that the one? Because all of these, backstories and this, the timelines and shit. It's like, okay, we don't know who was where, what happened or whatever, and how they knew about the aliens, and we want y'all to, capture one. And it was just so many different. Like, does anybody have like one of those boards with the red string and shit?
The conspiracy board.
Man, listen, okay.
Connect everything together.
Well, because I have no clue.
Does the species fall under that too?
And then
the movie species.
And what about John Carpenter's The Thing? I mean, that looked pretty much like an alien back in the day.
It did look like that.
Now
it did. It did.
Trying to confuse motherfuckers now.
They was cousins. Wait, they was cousins or something. They was motherfucking cousins.
You throwing all kinds of shit in there now.
Okay, well then it's DC. It's DC versus Marvel. Then that's what it is.
Period.
Okay. Yeah, that went off the rails quick. But here's what I wanted to do, and I was able to look it up real quick. Because the alien timeline is confusing as fuck. Because you've got films that have been released, and then you don't quite know how they fit. So
some of them are not canon, they say.
Right.
No shit.
Prometheus was first, right? And I'm talking about timeline, I'm not release date.
Right. No.
Prometheus was first. Then Covenant.
Okay.
Then Romulus.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
you see this while Romulus. No, I'm wrong. After Covenant, we get the original Alien.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Romulus came after Alien.
Yeah, because Romulus is between Alien and Aliens.
Right.
And then it's Aliens. And then there's Alien 3.
Third one, yeah.
Which they say
is that Winona? Is that Winona?
Winona.
That's the one Josh Whedon has a writing credit on.
Winona.
Fun fact. And then Alien
Resurrection.
Yeah.
Boom.
And then I guess the Alien and Predator movies are separate timelines.
You got to slide those in where they get in, where they fit in. See. Yeah.
Stupid as fuck. Yeah. So
well, they have to be a different timeline because they're earlier in history in time.
Right.
But not.
So they have to be earlier.
Not all of them though. Because what about the Adrian Brody one? Where did that one go in at?
Oh, he slid in there.
That's Predators.
That's Predators.
Oh,
right,
okay.
but also Aliens.
No, there are no aliens and Predators.
Well, it was at the end. It was an alien at the end of that one. You don't remember? It was a long time ago. It's okay. Because he went into the ship. He went up into the ship, and it was an alien ship. Yeah.
Okay, so if we're gonna add the Predator movies to the timeline,
man,
then Predators probably as well.
Predator.
We gonna need that dude from MSNBC with the khakis and shit.
Yeah,
to break this shit down.
That's probably before Aliens versus Predator.
Man,
yep.
Kornacki, we're gonna need Kornacki.
Remember in the segment earlier when I said we were off the rails? That wasn't shit. We are really off the rails right now.
Well, I mean, trying to make sense of this shit. So
it's been a long time since we went down the rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying?
What did you just do?
Yeah, elbow deep in it. Elbow deep.
On that note,
yeah, let's look at Star Trek Starfleet Academy. Let's go.
Oh, we got a trailer? Yes, trailer.
I don't know what the fuck he just did.
And so, we begin. I'm Captain Nala Ake, Chancellor of Starfleet Academy. We're all the first Academy class to return to our campus in San Francisco after more than 120 years. Some of you are here for your families, some for yourselves. Together, you are the best and the brightest from across the galaxy. A tapestry that is Starfleet. You will learn the skills that shaped our greatest officers. Like them, we'll ask you to give more of yourselves than you knew you had. To dream without limitations. Whatever challenges came before today led you to this moment. You here now. You weave together the future. So go out and seek, explore, boldly go where no one has gone before. It is my great honor to welcome you all to Starfleet Academy.
So, talking about confusing ass timelines, where does this take? I'm sorry, not where. When does this take place in Star
The
Trek? Canon?
the 32nd century. This is way after all of our favorite captains has died.
Yeah, everybody's gone.
Everybody's
Everybody's
I'm about
gone.
to say, yeah, you saw they had old girl in there, the engineer, the comedian,
Tig,
nigga.
But she was on Star Trek Discovery, right?
Yeah.
Didn't she go? So this is because at some point during Discovery, they went into the far off future, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not making that up.
When time travel is so readily accessible, you have these problems. When it is used as a plot device,
exactly,
to do shit.
Because after like the second season, I guess, because I watched it for a while, and then after a while, I was just like, "What the fuck is happening?" With Star Trek Discovery, they got flown to a future past. I guess Starfleet had closed down. Not closed down. That sounds like a corner store. Starfleet had disbanded
Ceased operations.
Thank you. And I guess this is them trying to ramp Starfleet back up. Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I am not a Trekkie. I did not follow those shows.
I would have loved to have been at that going out of business sale, boy. I would have had phases and shit.
And this is where I'm questioning when this happens, because the doctor from Voyager, is it Voyager? Because he's a hologram.
the doc.
Because he's a hologram.
He's right
in this.
He's in it, right?
So is he a hologram too?
He's
this is supposed to be a. Is this supposed to be a series on network or where is it?
Series. What did you say, Percy?
He's still the hologram.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
but how can the fuck can he open doors as a hologram?
He's the new hologram.
That's what I was gonna ask. If he's a hologram, why is he walking through a door?
Just
he's probably an AI.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They put him in. They put him in some shit. Okay.
Could be an AI.
Okay. So just off the top, just purely speculation. This is Starfleet way in the future. Like it was in the future before, but now it's even way in the future.
It has to be because there's a memorial. Kirk has a building named after him, and there's a memorial for Benjamin.
Right.
That is the only reason I would watch this show, because I want to find out what happens to Benjamin Sisko.
So
if they tell you.
Oh, they tell you. They tell you what happens to him.
Okay. So my question is, what streaming service, what network, where is this?
Probably Paramount.
Well, the reason I ask is because, like, during the trailer, and it was like, you'll be asked to go further than you've ever gone before. And that's when they showed the brother with the little girl, behind the scenes and shit. Like, what does that mean? Like, you'll be asked to do more than you've ever done before. Like, hey, look, watch the trailer again.
Paramount Plus.
They timed that shit, and then they showed that couple at least 3-4 times about to get it in and shit. So that's gonna be like, a huge part.
Out of all of that, that's what you focused on?
I'm just saying, no, but that's my point, is that's what they focused on. And as a nerd and as a Trekkie, I want to see some technology. I want to see some boldly go shit. If Starfleet Academy is just gonna be Grey's Anatomy, fuck them motherfuckers,
But at the end of the day, they're all just Grey's Anatomy, but with laser beams and spaceships.
Yeah, but it's usually more than that,
Okay.
So they're gonna dumb it down.
Dumb it down. Okay. So
Grey's
DJ and
Anatomy
Percy
plus political commentary.
Yeah, pretty
with
much.
phasers.
And
well, they got Holly Hunter, so that's one saving grace for me, because she's a brilliant actress, and usually she does pretty good, work. So
what did you just say, Amelia?
I'm not an ageist, but God.
I'm not an ageist, but
right, right.
I'm 80, y'all, and I looked her up, and she's the same age as my mama. God, dog.
I'm sorry.
Wait.
She looked like
a little sexist, most, because you watch a lot of shit with old dudes, and you ain't had no problem.
As long as they look good.
Okay,
now
so
we're real subjective.
So
Denzel older than motherfucker.
DJ and Percy, you all identify as Trekkies, I'm assuming. What are you doing, Amelia? DJ and Percy, you all identify as Trekkies. Is
well,
it something that you're looking
bi. I'm bi, so you know. Well, I'm a Trekkie and I'm a Star Wars. You know, I'm a Star Wars guy. I'm a Trekkie, so you know.
Okay. Are you looking forward to this?
No.
Okay.
Percy,
are you looking forward to? Thank you. On a podcast, you're going to raise your thumbs. Thank you, Percy. Are you looking forward to this? And now Percy is muted.
Unmute now, Percy, and now talk.
Okay. I said I will probably watch it to see if they're trying to reboot Star Trek and see if they can pull out some new captains and all that stuff with the younger folks.
Okay. Like I said, I'm excited because it just seems like Benjamin Sisko is never, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, but Benjamin Sisko never seems to be held in the annals of a James T. Kirk or a Janeway or those other captains or Picard. And I want to see what happened. I know he went off with the emissaries or something like that. I'm probably saying it incorrectly.
Yeah, he definitely did.
There are Trekkies who were
I
out there.
never hear a whole lot of people say anything really positive about Janeway, though.
Now she gets the most, like, she gets the least amount of love and the most criticism.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So so let me ask you this: where does Benjamin Sisko stand? Because I want to see him held in reverence as well.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that's the man. But he's like in the middle. You know what I'm saying? You got you're always gonna have the racism and shit. That's one thing. But for real, you know, for real motherfuckers, you know, Sisko is cool. You know, he's the man.
Yep.
To black people.
In terms of leadership and competence and what he had to deal with and the situation he was in, he performed very well.
Right.
So I'll put him in top 5.
I mean, James T. Kirk is the cowboy. You know what I'm saying? He's the cowboy. He's the mold. You know, he's always gonna be. You know, always. Nobody's ever gonna get there, and they're not gonna let anybody get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna always find something to knock him down a peg, so they never get up to Kirk level. Except for Picard, who came the closest. Picard is like,
yeah,
you know.
I mean, Picard and Kirk are always going to be 1 and 2,
right?
Depending on who you talk to, you know, who's 1 and who's 2. But I think there's a strong case for Sisko being 3, and I never really see. Like, I would like to see, and as far as I know, Avery Brooks really doesn't. I know 1 minute left. Avery Brooks really doesn't has no desire to return. But I'd like to see him.
I'm gonna tell you how to get it popping. Get a Star Trek show and make Idris Elba the captain.
Man, listen. There you go. That's it right there. That's it right there. Before we go, NFL is back, baby.
End game is tonight.
Love it.
I'm watching it now.
What about
Clearly you are. So thank you all for watching us and checking us out. We're here every Thursday at 8:30.
Said, what about my show? What are you pointing to? What happened?
What? No, she about to start playing that whack ass music.
No, I just wanted to say watch the snake so we can talk about it.
Watch the snake. No, thank you.
Is that talking about Uncle Percy?
Pause.
Whoa.
Yeah, y'all just shout shit out as we fade to black because we went to go over.